Have you ever met someone who never talks about what they are going through? No matter how stressed they are, no matter how much pressure they're under, no matter how badly life hits them, they just smile and say, "I am fine." But are they really? The truth is, when someone refuses to talk about their problems, it doesn't always mean they're strong, it doesn't always mean they're private, and it definitely doesn't mean they don't need help. In many cases, there's a deeper psychological reason hiding beneath the silence, and today we're uncovering what that silence might really mean, because sometimes the loudest cry for help is the one nobody hears. One, they learned that nobody was coming to help. Many people who keep their problems to themselves did not start out that way. At some point in their lives, they tried opening up. Maybe they told a friend. Maybe they spoke to family. Maybe they asked for help. And instead of support, they got disappointment. Perhaps they were ignored. Maybe they were judged. Or maybe people simply did not care as much as they expected. After enough experiences like that, the brain begins to adapt. They stop sharing. Not because they do not have problems, but because they have convinced themselves that talking will not change anything. You probably know someone like this. They carry everything alone because they have learned to depend only on themselves. If you have ever felt like nobody understood what you were going through, comment, "I understand," below. And if you are enjoying this video so far, do not forget to like and subscribe to this channel, Hidden Mind Revealed, for more insights into the psychology behind human behavior. Now let us continue. 2. They do not want to be a burden. One of the most common reasons people stay silent is surprisingly simple. They do not want to bother anyone. These people often care deeply about others. They are usually the listeners, the helpers, the ones everyone runs to with problems. But when it is their turn to speak, they hold back. Why? Because they fear adding stress to someone else's life. So instead of asking for support, they suffer quietly. They tell themselves everyone already has enough problems. I will deal with it myself. I do not want to make things harder for anyone. From the outside, they appear strong. Inside, they are carrying weight that nobody sees. 3, they fear being judged. Let us be honest, people can be harsh. Sometimes when someone opens up, they are met with criticism instead of understanding. A person might reveal anxiety and get called weak. They might admit failure and get mocked. They might share pain and get told they are overreacting. After experiences like that, many people decide silence feels safer. They begin hiding parts of themselves, not because those parts do not exist, but because they do not feel safe showing them. This is why some of the happiest looking people are actually struggling the most. You are only seeing the version they allow the world to see. 4, they were taught to hide their emotions. For many people, silence started in childhood. Maybe they heard things like "stop crying," "be strong," "do not be dramatic," "handle it yourself." Over time, these messages become beliefs. They learn that expressing emotions is unacceptable, that vulnerability is weakness, that asking for help is failure. So as adults, they continue doing what they have always done. They hide, even when they desperately need support.
5. They do not fully understand what they are feeling. Here is something most people do not realize. Not everyone can easily explain their emotions. Some people know they are overwhelmed. They know something feels wrong, but they cannot put it into words. It is like carrying a heavy backpack without knowing what is inside it. They feel the weight, but they cannot identify the contents. So when someone asks, "What is wrong?" their answer becomes, "I do not know," and eventually they stop trying to explain altogether.
6. They believe strength means suffering alone. This is one of the biggest misconceptions in modern society. Many people believe strong people do not complain. Strong people do not cry. Strong people do not need help. So they carry everything themselves. Financial stress, relationship problems, family pressure, mental exhaustion. They wear a brave face while fighting battles nobody knows about. But real strength is not pretending you are okay. Real strength is being honest when you are not. 7. Sometimes silence is a sign of emotional exhaustion. Imagine carrying stress every day for months. or even years. Eventually, something changes. You stop talking about it, not because things got better, but because you are tired of explaining, tired of repeating yourself, tired of hoping someone will understand. This kind of silence is different. It is not peace, it is emotional exhaustion, and many people mistake it for strength. 8. The people who say, "I am fine," the most are often the ones who need support. The most think about the people in your life. The friend who always jokes around. The family member who never complains. The co-worker who always seems okay. Sometimes these are the very people carrying the heaviest burdens. Because they have become experts at hiding their struggles. They have learned how to smile while hurting, how to laugh while stressed, how to appear okay when they are not. That is why checking in on people matters, not just once, but consistently, because you never know what someone is carrying behind the scenes. The next time someone says they are fine, remember this: silence does not always mean peace. A quiet person is not necessarily a happy person, and someone who never talks about their problems may be carrying more than you can imagine. Sometimes they are protecting themselves, sometimes they are protecting others, and sometimes they are simply waiting for a safe place to be heard. A little kindness, a little patience, and a little understanding can make a bigger difference than you realize, because everyone is fighting battles you cannot see. And sometimes the people who speak the least are the ones who need compassion the most. If this video made you see people differently, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to this channel for more videos uncovering the hidden psychology behind human behavior, silent emotions, and the things people rarely say out loud. And here is today's question. Do you usually talk about your problems, or do you keep them to yourself? Share your answer in the comments below. I would genuinely love to hear your thoughts. Thanks for watching, and remember, not every silent person has nothing to say. Sometimes they are carrying a story nobody ever asked to hear. See you in the next video.